Well, welcome everyone. This is Marie-Paul from Toronto, Canada, and today it is Halloween and we're celebrating, as you can see, and we're having a great... This is Marie-Paul from Toronto, Canada, and today it is Halloween and we're celebrating, as you great... This is Marie-Paul from... Forgot that. So again, this is Marie-Paul, and we are having a special guest trainer tonight, Erika Aguilar. She's going to be talking to us about how to get and attract new business and customers. So without further ado, let's get into the training right away. Go ahead, Erika.
Thank you very much, Marie-Paul. And I don't know if you want to continue sharing the screen. Okay. I just want to make sure we all are here. I wanted to see also who is here live. And welcome everyone who is catching us live on Facebook, the ones who have here joined us on Zoom. And again, happy Halloween. And yes, it's a fantastic day to be the last day of the month, especially when we are leading into the holiday season. Can you believe it? We're only 8 weeks away to 2023. So, but it's not over yet. So this is why I came to you today to talk a little bit about how do we attract new business and customers, and to start strong, continue strong, and just give ourselves a little bit more of a momentum for the new year, right? And we are in North America, starting the winter time where we are. So it is a perfect time to approach people with knowledge with what we know and what we have, which is the product. Now, because we know the life of our business, after making the decision that this is what we're going to do, it will be the customers, which are our prospects, people that we know, our referrals, and how do we build a relationship with them. And it will be based on trust and the confidence. Now, what do we have in our hands? We all know those are amazing products, and that we can put together in little packages like this one. And if you don't know yet how to do this, if some of you are wondering how it's all of this is part of the system, it's on the trainings, it's on boards, you can contact us directly or share with others who have these questions if you have people on your team. And for me, this is when I started this business, which is, I will say, not too long ago compared to most of the people who are joining the call tonight. And then I wanted to know what are the systems that they were in place. I wanted to know what is the people are doing. And it was super simple. And again, I just took these packages. Now, yes, there are products that we consume at home. And this is how I start a conversation with someone. And the one that I find that it's a great thing is products that we sell. People will purchase these products because sometimes we are faced with giving away things, right? But here we are, we have a great tool that we will actually sell to our customers, to our prospects, so that they will see the value, and then we are going to do the respective follow-up. So now, once I have this, I order this every month. I always have a package aside from the products that we use. And I know in the package that we can buy directly, it comes 8 of the Celgevities for 1 week, and then 1 box of ATP, 1 box of Infuse, and we just put them together. And why do I always have this? Because it's much easier, again, like I said, for me to have a conversation and be able to sell this, and then I start the process of getting people into either coming to a presentation, or I do the follow-up in terms of asking them how it worked for them and if they have additional questions. So this is the number one thing that opens the opportunity to talk about business, to talk about for them becoming customers, and also to I invite them to my social media, and they will decide to follow, or here and there I will share a little video that I have, and it just stays, even if it doesn't develop fast in terms of them joining as associates or becoming customers. it is something that I always, it doesn't matter how long time it passes by, that I have a conversation to start with them or talk about them. So again, and that to me is the way that I will always see this business, right? Because sometimes what we do, I think we all of us will have been involved in trade shows. We have been doing network events. That's another thing also that I attend a lot. But if we don't have something tangible, personally, I find that it's a little bit more talking that I will have to do. And I am a person who have a tendency to be talking too much. So we want to simplify, and we want to make sure that we deliver the right information. And the best way, again, it's with having that transaction with the product, right? So, and if I can just put a picture of how I see in a month, because we're at the end of the month and tomorrow starts a new month, I see every month as a 4 weeks. And let's say in week number 1 is when I will order the product, right, and contact the prospect, whether from a referral or people who have tried like 2 months ago, let's say. But still there will be prospects if I have not funneled them into finalize whether they're customers or recruits, right? So week 1, pretty much this is what is going to happen. In week 2, I'm going to book them to meet with them, either for them to purchase or to invite them to a presentation. Week 3, I will say that it's a follow-up, another follow-up, and to help them set up an account, to teach them how, if it has not been done before. And then week 4, because it's month end, then I would just revise anybody who has not get back to me, because it's very easy. The weeks, the days, and the weeks they pass by, and before we know, we contact somebody the first of the month, and it's the 28th, 29th, and we never heard from them. But if we already have in mind what is that I'm doing every single week, it's not weird, it's not awkward to contact them again, because we are just doing this process and then getting ready to repeat again everything. If for any reason, sometimes we are like in the middle of the month and we don't know where to start, it's always good just to take that as a 4-week, because I find that building that type of consistency and building that type of momentum, personally, it helps me with being more aligned with what I wanted to do in the future. Because I know that we have the meetings, we have the meetings, trainings, and then we have presentations every week. So it's just continue rolling, and then I will include into that the distributing these little packages, right? So again, if you have not ordered this, or if you are not in thinking, why would I order this every month? It has to come with a plan. That's what I find. Yeah, and just knowing that you are going to be out and you're going to be talking to people, and then you're going to have the chance to put this in people's hands and into their houses, right? And right now it's better time to boost our immune system. I mean, like everywhere we go, there is somebody who needs that. Right? It's a fantastic time to start that. So how does it look for our business? I go back into saying we are 8 weeks away from 2023. So that will mean that 6 weeks away from the holidays. 6 weeks, if someone who will, with this system, with this idea that I'm presenting, will have the chance to build some, either make some money or be in the process of being able to pay back the credit cards that of the expenses from the holidays, it's a fantastic time. It's a fantastic time, because again, this is not a long time that I'm in Max International, but I have been in other companies, and I can tell, and I can see every year over year is when people, they are just wanted to learn something, and it's now. Perhaps we are a couple of weeks behind, but it doesn't matter, because it's still today. We know that we're an international business. We have so many markets, but it's just the idea of before the end of the year, like get ready. So you're just going to start strong next year. And a lot of people, they do appreciate having that opportunity. Health is super important. Everybody's considering they are very into like making their health better right now. And when they're going to bring a product that they can try before, that they can use it, and they have testimonies and all of that we have with the systems that we have, then people appreciate that in terms of a business to be partnering with a company that it has everything in place. So then another thing that I can tell you why it's we don't have a lot of product. We don't have like a catalog full of different products. We don't know where to start. I find that it's just so simple. We always said this business is simple. Nobody says it's easy, but it's simple. And if we make it difficult, it's up to us if that's the way that we want it. I don't. I just like to use things that they are simple, that they resonate with me, something that I can keep up with. Because when you are a busy person, when you are somebody who has different things in your plate, when you want to also be traveling and enjoying and doing different things at the same time, whatever is simple resonates faster with people. And I find that just using the again, the tools that we have. So for me, this is a tool. I have this with my business cards. I have this when I will contact somebody, and when I will meet with somebody, I always have one of these in my purse, in my bag. I think if you have not been doing that, even just three of the infuse or the max ATP, that's also a great idea to have, but always having some product with you that it will be ready to start a transaction. It will be ready to have start a conversation, and having a reason to call people back. And that's what I have been doing. Now, where do we go with these products? Because sometimes I say, well, I'm just going to the store. I do, whenever I see, like on social media, usually on Facebook, there is different type of groups, networking groups, could be local in your city, wherever you are. You don't need to know anybody, because wherever I go, I don't tell my friend, hey, let's go do this. I know that I'm going for my business, right? So, and if anybody who lives nearby, I would tell them, hey, let's go together. That's fantastic as well. But if you're by yourself, you will just go. There's many markets happening. There is a lot of either holiday meetings. There is so many things happening for the next 2 months. It's a great opportunity to be there, because another thing that I also like to do when I go to these networking events, I ask the organizers. First of all, that's the first thing that I will do. I will ask the organizers that they tell me how is the meeting going to happen, what is going to happen, what to expect that day, and if I can be one of the sponsors to donate something. Because when you can do that, right, and you will have a chance to speak a little bit about yourself, which is the business, and tell people why you're there for, aside from talking one-on-one with the other business owners who are there in different industries. So that's another thing too that I consider is very important to get into the habit to do. I don't because if I'm going to network, I'm going to make sure that I will use all of the learnings, the teachings that I have learned through the years, right? I would apply that, and this is one of them. Contacting the organizers, asking them, building the relationship with them. And surely they're going to contact me when there is another opportunity. So looking for opportunities where I can go with these packages, that's other things that perhaps I already had the habit, because like I said, I've been doing network marketing in the past. So that's just my habit. Wherever I will go, I will look for opportunities. So that is one of them. This is a perfect time, because trust me, in January, February, there's almost nothing of these events, networking events, aside from the ones that they do it once a month. But now I'm talking about 2-3 times a week. There are several that are happening. Like if you go on social media on your area, there are many of them, like Hmong markets, that they are like holiday markets. There are so many things, so many places, opportunities that we can do in the next, I will say in the next 4 weeks for that, because it's happening through the month of November. December is more social. It's still great to go. I'm still already signed up for a couple of places. It's more social. But the ones that I'm going in November, I am bringing a little gift, right? And they will tell you the value of the gift. If it's $30, $40, then you know what to pack according to what we have. I'm not gonna give something that is $50 for when they are requesting something $30. I will adjust that, right? So that's how everything starts, is creating the opportunity where you can go, having the tools, which is the package, and building the relationship, the follow-ups. the follow-ups. And from there, again, if it serves anybody who is here, who is watching us on Facebook, the fact that how do you divide your month, how do you mentally prepare for what is you're going to be doing later, which is week 1 to order the products, contact your prospects, week 2 again to book and meet, to book your meetings with them, and either for them to purchase the products or invite them to presentations, right? And then the week 3 again, there will be the follow-up and setup of their account. And again, week 4, we're preparing for month end and to repeat everything again. So week 4 is like calling back again. So, and before we know, then December and January and every single month, and wherever we are in the world, we can do that. I do a lot of text and voice messages, voice tags, I think they're called. I do, doesn't matter where I am. I just make sure sometimes that the time is appropriate. I'm not gonna be calling somebody 2 o'clock in the morning or leaving the messages 2 o'clock in the morning. But it's just something that I already put it in. How do I run this business? What is it I want in the future? How much time do I have? And since I am somebody again who is involved with different things, I do not have a lot of time during the week. So perhaps this is why I get a plan accordingly with the time that I have, the time frame that I'm allowed to every week and every month, right? So if anybody has any other questions that are more specific, or you can ask them there, or just raise your hand. And I don't know if we can check, Maripol, if anybody has asked any questions on Facebook. Just let me know. I'm checking here the chat. And don't forget, for everyone that we have, which is something super fantastic, the group that you can start inviting your prospects. Someone who has tried this, it becomes somebody who could be a customer, right? Or an associate. So we have a fantastic group there on Facebook, and everybody should be added there because invited, and you ask their permission before you add them on Facebook. What I do, there is a way on the group, you can share the group, and I will share, either I will copy the link or I will share the group to WhatsApp. That's the way that I mostly communicate with them. So I tell them this is available. Let me know out of all these videos, which is the one that impressed you the most. And they know there are some videos there, so that I will follow up and ask, do you have a chance to take a look at the group? And if they didn't take a chance, they didn't join the group, then it's always good to have, to end the message, or to end the last exchange of messages with, I wouldn't say a task for the people who are purchasing, but I would say just for a reason to contact them back. I always like that, because that is, it never becomes awkward when you contact them again. It's never all, like, it doesn't matter if you contact them 10 times. I really don't feel that it's, I'm getting anybody's way if I contact them 10 times, 15 times. And I know that sometimes I hear other business owners that they will say, well, I already called them 3 times, I don't want to bother people. I'm not bothering anybody. If I send them a link for and tell them their videos there, I'm going to contact them and ask if they have a chance to look at it. I will say it again, hey, do you remember when you purchased it? Until somebody will tell me, hey, you know what, this is it. I don't want to hear from you again. And I have it happen in 8 years that I've been involved in marketing. I don't think once somebody has said that, right? I think it's, and I think that's also part of, like, how do you feel? How confident are you with what you have in your hands? And right now, for me, I'm super confident with what we have. Yeah, listening to everybody's video stories, I find that that there is no other thing better than that we have in our hands. So everybody needs to know about this. Oh, okay, wait a minute, let me see. Somebody asked for the price. Yeah, it's 50. Oh, it's 35 for the US. For us here in Canada, it's $50. That's correct. And yeah, the weekly product, that's right, Luz, is the weekly product that you have 1 week for longevity, 3 MPUs, and 3 ATP. That's what we have. That is exactly that. So here in Canada, it's $50, and I guess everybody, wherever your local market, and what are the products that you have. If you have any questions in regards that, oh, we don't have this product, we don't have that, just let us know, because whatever you have, I'm sure that the company has something for you that you can use that, and you can market your business with that. I see that in most African, in the markets in Africa, in the countries in Africa, they have the 1 week bottles, like right? And so that's a fantastic. I will also do only longevity if that's all we have. Sometimes I have, because we also have an insert, right? Just information. Sorry, my bags are very loud. This is just for longevity in case that I only will have longevity to market, and I will do that, and I will do that one for $30, I believe. $30 for 1 week serving in Canadian. So, okay, so I was talking about the name exactly. I don't want to just mess up the name of the Facebook group. I believe is a customer. Anybody had it?
No, there was nobody on Facebook.
No, okay. No, the name of the Facebook group that you can invite your prospects, you can invite your customers, is the Active Customer Experience. And if anybody needs the link for that, you can contact us on. You go on Facebook, and then you will see people participating there, and then we can send you the link. But it's very easy. The Active Customer Experience. So that way, you will get them into the to get to know other people who have been using, right, the product, consuming the product for much longer, perhaps. Okay, so somebody's here telling us any update for ATP. Yes, coming at the end of the month. Well, that's fantastic, because I've been looking everywhere in all my purses. So this is just to tell you how real it is. All my purses that I have, I've been looking for, and I find little packages of 3 of those here and there. So I always put products in my purses wherever I go with my business card. So that was a good surprise when I suddenly find some ATP everywhere. So, well, I think I have all the information that I wanted to share with you, unless somebody else have any other questions. No, I will just
Sure. Erika, have you
yeah.
I was also thinking about like if you're talking about on social media and someone wants the trial pack, has anybody actually sent out like a trial pack and send it by mail?
Yeah,
I have sent it out by mail only because I was gonna see her before I went to New Brunswick, so I wanted her to try it before I went there, so then I have a chance to talk to her. So I sent it out.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a lady actually that I knew maybe a year before, but it was all through social media in another platform, right? So then, and I did that. Now, anybody else that I have contact in social media, I will say information is very powerful. However, it depends how we deliver that without bombarding people, because the trust is the first thing. I find that building trust is the most important thing. And if I make a video drinking the ATP or infuse in the morning, talking about it, my lifestyle, going to the gym and doing all those things, people are gonna see that I'm a real person. That's what I find. That's where the trust starts. Now, when they need information, I will send what we have available on board, right? Because there is a lot of information there. I don't send a lot of video, but mostly like information that is key for them to know. And depends where they are. Then when because I will ask them to deposit or send me an e-transfer before I send them the product, that's for sure, right? And I know that some people, like later on, after many years of business, it's up to everybody who decides how do they market their business. If they wanted to, I will feel more comfortable giving free one sample of something if it's the case in person, but I wouldn't just send it out. It's part of the building the relationship and the trust, right? And how we both feels that way. Because don't forget, there is one thing that's super important, and I was talking about this yesterday. We are teaching people in the event that they will join our teams, we are teaching them how we make money, how we work. So that is super important. And valuing what we have and what we do, that's the first thing that people will want to know before joining, because it had happened to me in the past that people will just look at it like, how do we even make money if you just give everything? Right? And I heard from others as well, and I said, yeah, I mean, and to explain how you do it sometimes, because you just have a larger business, it's not in that moment. So that's what I try to keep it like focused on to that. So, but yeah, it's possible to send it. It was here within Canada. I think the post Canada now it's much more expensive. It's up to everybody, right? If they decide to add that expense into their, it's a business expense, right? That is it's a personal decision, that's for sure. It's something that I will do for sure. Yeah, because I know that I just, it's part of the transaction, let's say.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what I was wondering about, like with Post Canada, like what the charges would be about if you actually decide to send a trial pack and take it in consideration and add it to the $50 to make sure that.
Yeah, and that was, I think it was close to $15.
Oh, wow, that's expensive.
It is.
Wow.
It is expensive. So that's like um so what we did once I was there, she purchased more stuff because I had products on hand. And but yeah, it's again, it's, you know, like that's a decision that we will make if we do it. In that case, so for the future, and why was that expensive? Because of the longevity. But I'm sure that if it was just the sachets, we can put it in an envelope, even a padded envelope, as long as it goes through this lot of the what they have in Post Canada, it will be just like a regular mail, right? Maximum $2, $3. So yeah. Yes, thank you. Jasmine says, great idea to learn more about these networking groups. Yes, for sure. Check on Facebook. What I do, Christmas markets in my area, like I put Burlington, I'm in Burlington, or Hamilton, Niagara area. Then I also have to check the traffic. That's what happens, right? We are like focused into different things. And what time do I drop off kids in school? What time do I pick them up? If that's the case, depends if there is buses or no. Now, is it traffic against traffic? Is there any constructions? So maybe you think, oh my God, that looks like a lot of work. It's not a lot of work when this is just in my radar. In my radar, because I know what cities I'm going to be going to. I will go to Oakville, I will go to Mississauga, Milton, anything that it's around like up to 50 kilometers. I will show up and I will go there. And there are so many groups. Women's group, the city, they have different groups as well. And they organize these networking events. Networking events are like a lot. They don't have to be big ones. It's okay if they are. You expect 50 people there, but if there is a small group of 10 people, you kind of have more chance to talk a little bit more in detail about your business, right? So both of them, they're very, it's had a lot of value. I never would say that, oh, there's not many people going there. No, because it's like it give you another chance to talk to more people, more in building a relationship right there. If it's a bigger group, then you have a chance, like again, to perhaps not talk that much, but you will collect more names. So both of them, there is, if anybody, that's perhaps another training when I was talking to Tammy, and I said, yeah, how to, what to do in a networking event. If anybody has any specific questions, they just don't know how do I get there, what do I say, there is 5 different things that we always have to do. And one of the first one I said, always like arrive on time or before time. Make sure that you are there to know about them before they know about you. I always do that. I love it when people ask me, what do I do, before me telling them, because there it's like you're really paying attention to what they're saying until they ask you, what do you do? Right? And another thing, again, like I said, contact the organizers. The first relationship that we build is with the organizers, and stay until the end. I'm always the last person. Do I need to help you to clean up? Or, well, not necessarily clean up, it's just like close everything. Anybody forgot a purse or anything there, those are the things that I will do. So it's and then having ready a 1 minute, we call it elevator pitch, or any, how do you introduce, who are you, right? What you're there for. That is super important. And it's about who you are before what company you're behind. That is super important as well, because people are going to build a relationship with you. They want to trust you before they want to know what you're there for and what is it you're selling. So those are the things, and that also translates into social media, right? That's also going to social media. And again, when we have fantastic tools, I always tell people, if you have those tools, which is the products and in a little nice package with all the information that we need, is all there. The inserts, they have all the information, right? Fantastic. So all of that helps for that. We are prepared. Being prepared is it's a good thing as well to have handy. So yes, this is fantastic. So Janet, you said it takes only one person. yeah, for I don't know when you type it that something that I said. Yes, it takes one person. I think if anybody else have any questions, so you can always post it, and I will go back and to check the chat on Facebook. That's great if you're not catching us live, but later on I will go and try to get your answers as well. But thank you again for everything. I think we are complete with everything that I had to share. Thank you very much, Marie-Paul. Okay, back to you.
My pleasure. And if there is no other question, then we'll say thank you for staying until the end. It was a very informative training. Thank you, Erika. And for all of those who joined us from Facebook. So we'll end with Happy Halloween. And hopefully you had a great evening on that. All right. So good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Thanks.